try and throw out, but they'll hold on to the mana. Yamson, he will have a salve to be able to heal his way back up, so he's going to be just fine. My goodness, this bottom lane just so aggressive already. Just kind of wondering how Nouns trying to deal with this. Like, you don't have a mid lane that's necessarily going to rotate very early on either. Like, maybe at level 6, Gunnar could try, but for now, it just feels like you let the Ursa suffer.
It's just a tough lane. I think you kind of have to accept
The
that.
south side, he's going to go for a TP play out, and the stun's not going to be there in time. He is fine to make it out. Meanwhile, Gunnar still chasing, but is going to be able to find nobody for his trouble.
Yeah, but he's got a dominant laning start here for Gunnar. Low time.
Stick around. Eventually does get caught out as Husky will be the one to take the kill, but Dendi does get gifted a kill on his own as well. So a bit of XP going the way of the Ember, but now Gunnar going to try and move in and punish Dendi. Again, he's not level 6 yet, so Gunnar can go for this kill. Problem is he has no points in chains. It's a bit hard to catch up, but here comes Lelis. From the right side, they'll catch it.
Oh, man.
Dendi to drop, and that's a massive pickup here for Gunnar.
I mean, he's been dominating this lane. Like, Dendi, again, opts for the Flame Guard to try to apply some harassment and clear out the wave. But that just means you're not blocking any of that damage. It's all pure coming out from Gunnar. So you're just durable. You're not durable enough. They do find a punishment onto Gunnar, but it's still kind of painful. You don't have Dendi around to soak that EXP. Your supports get something in exchange, but the Timbersaw has done his job. It's kind of recovery mode now for Dendi going forward, needing at least some of those initial items to be up.
Yeah, it's a pretty tough circumstances. Well, speaking of tough circumstances, Stonebank is going to go down top lane. Moo able to pop the Death Ward and secure the kill onto the Alchemist. Another massive pick off here for Nouns. Just not really much in the way of punishment happening for the side of Betas. Now Stominant gonna have to go for a run. Lelis did get caught out for a moment. Meanwhile, Yamson now being chased down, but it's gonna be just fine to walk his way out. The chase is still on for Stominant. Lelis does have the blood grenade, does have the stun. Eventually will secure the kill, but it may cost him his own life. And Funnick, he is able to secure the kill himself on the Magnus.
It's a costly one, but you're pretty happy with Funnick. Actually, a lot easier to manage that, just sustain through the harassment. And for Bait, I mean, this is a really rough start for this kind of lineup to go into. You still have this combination of Magnus and Ember, so Empower's going to feel great, but it is a level 2 Sleight of Fist. Again, Dendi having to go for the Flame Guard and lane to manage is a little bit rough.
Oh my. Gunnar literally just shreds Stonebank. He had half HP and just one Whirling Death did the job as Gunnar now going for a run. Bait, they will try to punish, but he'll just chain away for now. Slows it there thanks to the chakra. And he is fine to just walk his way out as Husky. He will be the one to just sacrifice his life. But that's a massive pickoff. Like, you found the Alchemist again. This is your pos 1.
Just Brown Boots and Blightstone, not even going for the Phase Boots and Corrosion. Into the Maelstrom first. Getting some good D wards out here now as well. Nouns just provide even more aggression.
Yeah, Chase is on for Lowdine. The thing is, John, like, it may just be a CM, but every track kill you get, it's just worth so much more as Stominant is actually going to die before they get the track out. In comes Funnick. He'll commit an RP here for Gunnar and will eventually find the kill, but this may cost him his own life. Like, sure, you found the mid-timber who was popping off, but Funnick is eventually just going to drop, and it's a bit more track gold to go the way of Moo now. And it's just one of those things, like, you might find a good trade, a pos 3 for a pos 2, but
wouldn't have anyone that can really dictate these fights for you until at least the Magnus comes online early.
Well, Dendi now, still being chased down here by Gunnar. Is going to be okay to Remnant out of there. Meanwhile, bottom side, they are trying to make another play, and it seems like they are going to find Lowdine. There's just no escape from that combination. They'll just stun you casually into a Death Ward, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's funny. He will at least be able to skewer away before they can stun him. But nevertheless, Nouns just in complete control as Gunnar. He picks off the Ember by himself. Dendi's gone again. It's just so rough.
Control. So if Dendi does manage to recover well, Funnick.
Oh, Funnick. Put the hand up as well. Maybe a little bit overly confident there, thinking he was out of there as Lelis. Gonna hand him a high five. Funnick will look to fight back a little bit. Actually hits very hard at the moment as the Magnus. So Lelis just trying to be as annoying as possible as Lowdine will go down once again on the CM. And they're just keeping tabs on Funnick. Like, he's got nowhere to go right now. He's got no TP left. He'll skewer towards the north, just trying to get away from Gunnar, but Gunnar will just continue to chase him down. Meanwhile, Roshan's gone. Funnick is still just trying to juke them out a little bit. Does end up thinking about popping the RP. Or just, pump fake the best he possibly can, as he does end up dropping.
It was a bit rough for the lanes this time from Bait, which is a little bit interesting because the last time I saw Bait, maybe this was a little bit different in Tour 2, but definitely in Tour 1, it felt like Bait was a team that had a really strong understanding of coming out in the lanes winning.
Stonebank, he's going to try to run. They've got the track vision, though. Funnick even joining in to try and help out, but now needs to get his own way out of there. He's got RP up, but they just can't kill anyone right now. Stunned up, he's gone. This is devastating. This is absolutely devastating from Nouns. As Bait, they are being...
you reinvested that Vanguard gold into faster Echo Saber, into that Blink, you might have more play. The issue is Bait just cannot jump in. Like, Dendy's not ready to jump. Neither is Funnick. It's just no one can play.
Speaking of Dendy, Lelis is waiting for him. Look at this. Dendy is just gonna die. Lelis was literally just standing by the Remnant. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they are going to engage once again as Funnick with a very nice RP, but they just don't have any damage. They've got no damage to follow up off this. Gunnar with a triple kill. John, I don't want to be that guy, but you might want to call this one. Like, there's no comeback to happen, I don't think. Stonebank being chased underneath his tier 4 towers. Yamsun's not backing off. Ultra kill for Gunnar. Like I said, I don't want to be that guy. But this is just one of them.
Dies, but if you died to Tormentor from the enemy team, that's worthy of a chuckle, Mike. Regardless of what hero you might be, that's always funny.
I mean, hold on a minute here, John. They're going to make the jump in. Lelis going to be targeted. It's a very slow process from Stonebank, but not quite from Yamsun. Still, RP's going to be great. Funnick going to try and turn this one around. Maybe this is the team fight they needed, or maybe not, because they are getting shredded, but no, never mind. Yamsun's gone. Gunnar, though, he's still a huge issue. But it's a 3 for 3, not too bad for Bait. Problem is, the mid-racks is still under siege as Gunnar's just diving in.
Oh my
They'll
God.
find Stominant. He should slowly die and will do so. There's now Stonebank. We'll try to move in onto Gunnar. He's a tanky boy, though. Can they actually deal with the Timber? Yes, they can. Oh, Bait. Kind of bringing out some magic here against Nouns. As now they'll even find Husky on the Venom. Husky will drop. That's a full team wipe for the side of Bait. And all they lose is the range racks.
Yeah, it's massive.
Lelis, he's going to break the smoke. Will get spotted immediately. Yamsun, he'll immediately jump in as well. Lelis still dropping. Somehow alive, though. Is trying to walk his way out. Dendy, he'll move his way back in, but Lelis is fine. Meanwhile, RP's committed, but Funnick, he is not getting the damage out he needs, though. Maybe he can. Yamsun dropping low, but he has the Aegis. Funnick and Stonebank are both gone. No buyback available. Stominant's in trouble now as well. So is Lodine. The only survivor is Dendy. And that may not be for long. The chase is on. But he will walk out of range. It looked cute. I mean, obviously didn't do much here, but nevertheless, Hex out. They've got the Alchemist, Yamsun. He'll jump right in. Stonebank is going to be able to walk his way out. So he's okay. At least for now. But the cask's still going. Stonebank, he got hit by it. RP's out, but it's only on Moon. Maybe they'll find the Witch Doctor, but now without the RP, they'll lose Funnick, they'll lose Lodine, and it seems like they'll lose the game. Stonebank's gone, he'll buy back, but everyone else just melting to the damage of Gunnar. They are just having so much trouble dealing with this Timbersaw. Now they'll go for the final lane of Barracks. Jump in again from Yamsun. Dendy will be able to remnant away, but Gunnar, he's onto the Alchemist once again. Stonebank will at least find the stun, but he's just dying to the poison damage of Husky, and he is gone. Dieback is there on the Alch, he calls the GG. And Nouns, they will confidently take game number 1 here against Bait. And what can you do, John? I mean, I don't know if I want to say it was a drafting issue from Bait. I think Nouns just clearly outplayed the side of Bait here in this game number 1. Like, pretty much every single lane, apart from maybe the bottom lane, went Nouns' way, and it's kind of the story of the patch when you're against a bounty hunter. It's like, you fall behind, it's very hard to keep up.
Yeah, it's really tough once you're behind. They needed, but not going too hard.
Just a bit of damage onto the Ursa, not too big of a deal. We'll fight over the bounty runes though, as they will spawn up. It's like Nouns, should be able to secure 2, but at least for now, they've only got 1. Chase is on. It's going to be a 3-for-1 trade. Problem is, Lodine's been caught out, and he is just dead. Husky able to secure the kill here on the Enchantress. And it's nice to get the 3 bounty runes, but giving the First Blood gold back the way.
It has to be the Pango setting that pace, and it feels like when we've seen a Pango not hit, say, a good timing on the defusal and not able to really run around, inhibit people, get the roll down, it feels really awkward to play it from behind when you're the only playmaker.
Stominant dropping low, but so is Yamsun. Yamsun does end up going down on the Monkey King. They do eventually pick off Stominant here with Husky, but a pretty big pick-off already for Bait in this off lane. It's Funny able to
manageable.
Go for a bit of a chase now into Funny. Won't last for too long though. Stominant ensuring the chase does not continue. Now, how's that top lane going? Roll in. Stonebank gonna find himself in a bit of danger, as it was a nice little setup there by Lelis, and with the Soul Assumption, they do secure his Lodine. He's still trying to go in, but he might die. He hasn't got the damage. Oh, he hasn't got the damage. Crystal Maiden problems. What can you do?
Yeah.
Husky, you do have the Jingu Mastery. Problem is he doesn't have the balance. Dendi, in the meantime, gonna miss this swashbuckle. Maybe would have had enough damage to secure the kill on the Monkey King had he landed it. Now the chase is back on for Funnick. Boundless gonna land. They've got the enchant slow as well, but they don't even need it. Lelis does have the Boulder Smash to secure, and in the meantime, Lodine just getting dived in the tier 1 mid tower. He is gonna drop. Now sitting at 7-2 as they go for more. Stominant's been slowed up by the Blood Grenade. He's also gone. They'll hand the kill over to Yamsun. And look at that, John. Perfect timing. Wisdom runes are up. So both wisdom runes gonna go the way of nouns.
It's gonna feel great. So much EXP with that buffed wisdom runes. It feels awful to lose it. And you know, Mike, I heard that little chuckle when you saw Lodine die. You know, I heard that little chuckle of joy, you sicko.
Bottom, Stominant. They've got the Wild Wing Ripper creep now. Yamsun's going to get jumped. He needs some help right here, right now, though. He might get the Jingle off in time with the balance. He should be able to heal up, and does do so just enough to walk away from Funnick. Stominant and Lodine, they do show up, unable to secure a kill onto Husky. Is now Stominant trying to move it onto Yamsun. Does have enough, just barely to secure the Monkey King kill. So in the end, Nouns maybe going a little bit too far. Still, Lodine is being chased down. Look at this shot. This is a hero losing to a neutral creep. Imagine that.
Okay, yeah, now that's worthy of a little bit of a chuckle. That's CM. That's the good boards. Once more coming out from Nouns to control both sides of the triangle this time. So your room to farm for Beta is limited. You're kind of stuck farming up on Funnick. He's still going back for the Midas after the Vanguard. You need Stonebank to hit that. Ooh. Timing on
Dendi.
Oh.
Dendi. Oh, he went for the pig stick and it kind of screwed him up. He could have swashbuckled away. It was only a 2-second cooldown. Stominant is also going to drop Husky with the impetus shot, able to secure. Nouns continue the domination here in this best of 3 series as bottom lane Bait. They are hanging around, looking at Yamsun, but Yamsun's the one hunting them now. Lodine gonna get jumped, has no way out. Maybe could try for a deny on the Ancients, but can't even find that. And Nouns, they'll just continue this domination. Like, there's just no slowing these guys down.
You can still take these fights. It's just a little bit awkward with the angles.
At the very least, Stonebank now has a Blink Dagger up on the Ursa. So he does have some capability of joining his team and trying to fight back. In fact, we might see it right here and now because both teams are going to run right into each other. But this looks like it's favoring Nouns again, even by the tier 2 bottom tower. Gunner just shreds him. Oh, one whirling death and they just disappear.
For Bait, it's kind of getting out of control once more. Funny.
Yeah, being chased down. Pops the Doom. Gonna try and TP away. We'll be able to make it out. Just making sure he pops the Doom so he can TP as Lodine's gonna show up. They're gonna try and go for something. We'll find Lelis here on the Earth Spirit. So the Doom does end up paying off in the end as Gunner. Well, he's gonna go for a bit of a run. Could try and fight back. In fact, he's doing a lot of damage. Chains away. Now a great balance by Yamsun. Oh, he lands on 3. Lodine's gone. Stonebank, he's gonna try and fight back. Still chasing down Gunner. Can't keep up with him. He's down as well. Oh, what a boundless strike from Yamson.
Oh man, I mean, you've got to feel good about that. They're finding students to punish. They're all lined up for him to take out the stick. I don't know if that happens in every school, Mike, but that's my experience.
Oh, not these days, Jonathan, but back in our day, you know, teachers, they had a lot more power, let me tell you. So they'll jump in onto the Doom now. Funnick is going to go down. Meanwhile, Yamson, dropping rather low, is going to go down in the mid lane. So Yamson, getting caught with his pants down here in mid, does end up dropping.
That's a pretty big...
And I suppose if you're nouns, you're looking for a team fight into high ground. Whoopsie daisies. They'll smoke underneath vision. Stominan's still in the mid lane though. Does get caught, and with that, he's just as good as dead. Yamson in the meantime has found Lodine. Lodine trying to run, but is going to get caught out by Lelis, and he is dead. Lelis wants a bit more. Will not be able to catch Stonebank. That it will. Doom is out. They've got Gunner with that Doom. Yamson, he's going to preemptively pop the Wukong's command. They can't really fight into this. Funnick is just dropping so low as the Boundless. Not going to be quite there. Boundless turnaround here from Stominant. They are trying to chase down Moo, but Stonebank's gone. Lodine just runs right into his death. And now Dendi just trying to get out. Lelis is there. Spirit Vessel does connect. Magnetize out as well. Dendi should be able to survive through it and barely does. But they're forced to buy back to defend this mid-Rax. There's not really too much bait could have done about it.
With Doom down, this high ground defense, it's a lot harder. Like, they didn't have to commit anything from now. They still have that Wukong's as well.
Yamson still being targeted, but another grip away. Lelis just not allowing the big jump in, and now the Boundless strike into the Wukong's command. Yamson still being chased down, is eventually going to fall. So it's not a bad start for bait, but can they keep going? The main problem is you've got Moo and Gunner to worry about. They're still hitting really hard, and they will take down Dendi. No buyback available on either Lodine or Dendi now as they go back towards the top racks. Tier 3 towers still standing, but not quite for long. It's now Stonebank. He'll jump in again. Moo's going to be the target, but look at the damage output. Stonebank is gone. So is Funnick. GG is called. They've seen enough. Another rough game here for the side of Betas. Now just so dominant in this best of 3 series, finding a 2-0 victory. And I'll tell you what, for the first series of the tour, John Nouns, they're looking fantastic.